In today's jungle, I want to touch on something that is the very core of Diaspora Network Television, and that is diaspora reintegration and diaspora participation in Ghana's development. Here are some statistics for you. The lowest, the most conservative estimates has the Ghanaian diaspora, if you count our first, second, and third generations, as about 8.1% of Ghana's population. And yet, when you combine our remittances, which was upwards of 5 billion last year, and direct investment that people, they'll come, they'll build houses here, they'll open a factory here, helping. When you put all that together, the 8.1% of the Ghana's population that lives abroad contributes as much as about 16.9% of Ghana's GDP. And yet, they can't vote. 8.1% of the population that contributes about 16.9% of Ghana's GDP do not have a say in choosing who gets to lead Ghana, who gets to lead the MP who's running, who's representing the place where I have my factory and all that. Is that fair? Let's compare how we fare with other African countries. Remember, Ghana was the first south of the Sahara to obtain independence, and all around the continent, we've been viewed as the political leader. Well, it looks like we started a race, but people are passing us up because right now, Ivory Coast see the sense in getting their diasporans involved. In around the year 1999, they allowed the Ivorian diaspora to vote in Ivorian elections. The year after that, remittances shot up 25%. 25%. Senegal has 165 legislative seats. 15 of them are represented by people from the diaspora. I mean, these people get it. And let me even expand it to China and the Singapores of the world. Why is it that everybody sees the value of the Ghanaian diaspora, their diaspora, coming in to bring the goodies home? But in Ghana, oh, we only want your money. But when it comes to choosing, you can't vote. And when you come back, there are some specific positions that you cannot. You cannot run for parliament. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. Really? I mean, what happened to, let me just say, Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana, where we saw the leadership of the continent, and when we saw a good things and went for it. Today, the Ghana that we run does not even value their diaspora. They only value their money. And so for today's jungle, I want us to think the myopia that's characterizing our relationship with the diaspora, it needs to stop, because right now there are about 80% of Ghanaian diaspora who aspire to come home at some point. 60% of those want to open their businesses. Okay? Now, these people are not in a hurry to come, because when they come back, the constraints that are put in their way is just far too much. And so, as a nation, we need to start to think about what's important. Do we want to crawl in our development, or do we want to gallop in our development? That is the difference between holding the diasporans back and embracing them to bring them back into the fold. We see Senegal is developing fast. Why? Is it by accident? Ivory Coast is. Singapore, all those people are moving fast. And we want to crawl because we want to be myopic. Today, that's the jungle. Stay tuned and you'll meet my guest in just a minute.